Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe, your podcast for everything stationery, journaling, and planning related. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today to talk about living the analog life and fun things in the community. So join us with a drink and let's chat about what's new in the stationery world. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hey April, it's good. We were just together.
Yes! It feels like it was just yesterday. Actually, was it? No, 2 days ago.
I'm like, wait, wasn't it? No, it was 2 days ago. Yeah.
But yeah, Kelly was in
What
town. It was so much
it
fun.
was really good. April watched Kiki's delivery service for the first time, which I cannot believe.
I still call it Kiki, and I still wrote it as Kiki's Bakery, like for the nth time as I was journaling about it. But now, like I think I told you, I want to go to Stockholm,
Mm-hmm.
Sweden, so bad.
Because just like how I want to go to your place in Taiwan, that actually isn't apparently what inspired Spirited
It
Away,
is
but
not. It is not.
but I still want to go there anyway because it's like
It
anyway.
does have the vibe. I have to agree. When I finally watched Spirited Away last Christmas,
Gosh,
hey, the no face really scared me. I was
he's
hesitant.
scary.
I was hesitant to watch because I had thought here. Okay, here's my confession: why I had held off of
Oh,
watching
here we go.
Spirited Away from the Ghibli studio is because I had thought the premise is focusing on a lot of the Japanese ghosts, which they do have a lot.
Mm.
Goblins, spirits,
Which yeah,
ghost
I mean
type
it kind of
characters.
does, but it's not really.
Turns out I watched it and they were all very cute. So it was good,
Yeah.
except No Face.
Yeah, No Face is super
At
creepy,
some
but
point. So my
yeah.
hesitancy was I don't like scary stuff, so even if they're animated, I'm good now watching, but end of the day, I realized how much I missed out because it has this giant bathing
Yeah.
scene. The bath
Oh, with
scenes,
the big chicks in the bath.
yes, and then the
I love that part.
cleansing of the river god. Oh,
The river spirit, yeah. Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite scene. But anyway, Kelly was in town, and I was like, let's watch Kiki's delivery. I almost said bakery. Kiki's delivery service because I've never watched it before. And she looked at me with this incredulous look
Yeah,
several
of
times,
course.
judged
As we
me
all do.
heavily. And I liked it. I actually watched it for the second time by myself, English dubbed, because we
Yeah.
watched the Japanese ones first.
And it was my first time seeing it in Japanese
Really?
actually. So,
Oh,
yeah, and yeah, Gigi the cat in Japanese is like sounds like
a
kind of
little.
like a little boy.
Oh yeah, a younger,
And
even a little girlish, but in the English
yeah,
version, it is definitely a sassy.
he's like all I told April he's like the 90s version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Her cat, oh my gosh, Salem, that's his name.
Uh-huh. It was
Yeah.
very cute. I think I can say that this is my favorite Ghibli movie so far in terms of the scenery and the environment.
It's really good.
I just love a good coastal town. That's why I live
Yeah.
where I live now.
Yeah, she kept being like, "Oh my god, look at the water from our house. It's just like Kiki." I'm like,
Hey,
I mean, nice try.
so,
No, I'm kidding.
some parts does have
No,
that
it's
vibe.
no, it is. Yeah, it is really good.
I I keep wanting to recreate the scene either through watercolor or a spread, but I don't have the guts to go for it yet.
Oh, please, you can do that. I
I
feel like you should do it on watercolor paper because you love it so much and like it'll look the best on watercolor paper.
I did buy the Kiki art book afterwards.
Oh,
And it
nice.
came and I was just looking at all the pages of the beautiful scenery and yeah, maybe this weekend I'll be brave enough to attempt it.
Yeah,
So,
so good.
by the way, what are you drinking tonight?
Um, Mike is being very extra and he's heating up the milk for it, which of course I appreciate, but he's making that chamomile lavender like sleepy time tea.
Oh,
But
your
rather than just putting cold milk in it, he like heated the milk up and then he's gonna put honey in there and it's yeah, he's making it all special for
it
me.
sounds like a stovetop milk tea.
Yeah.
The
I don't think he's doing stovetop, he's just using a microwave, but it's fine.
okay, a microwave milk tea. I'm drinking my
Yeah.
dinner because I
Yeah,
went.
what's that?
First of all, it's a super cute mirror cup with the Takahata-kun
I do
collaboration
love
with Flower Bakery. This is a collab that like only a stationery enthusiast can ask for in Seattle, and unfortunately they don't have that anymore. But out of it, I am drinking a fruit smoothie because
Oh,
I
nice.
have my teeth situation with the two
Oh,
crowns
yeah.
on both molars, so I still can't chew too hard, and I am also rushed for time tonight. So I just decided to,
Yeah.
to blend everything I want to eat into one drink, and now I'm just sipping it slowly.
That's admirable. Yeah, she took us to KBBQ and she couldn't even like eat a lot of it and it was really sad. We were all sad for
I
her.
enjoyed my yuke, which is the steak tartare Korean style,
Oh,
soft, soggy,
I can't handle that.
raw
I can't
meat.
do that. I tried to ignore it actually.
It was delicious. I ate the entire thing, and I ate
Yeah.
steamed egg, which is not that bad.
Yeah, it was really good there. Oh, it was so good. Anyway.
So we'll start by catching up with our updates. So I'll
Mhm.
go first. When Kelly was here, we had a 2 full stationery-ish days. I even managed to catch up on my traveler's notebook after you left. Um, I printed out all my photos of us going to Kinokuniya, going to have that beef soup place with Cookie, camping out by DC Sugar Cake in the pouring rain, hanging out with our friends, journaling. I printed all those out as photos, and they are
Yeah.
all documented in my traveler's notebook now. I think
So
it
good.
was a very satisfying night to do that.
Yeah. It
And
always feels good to hang out with stationary people. I feel like I say that every podcast. Like, isn't this community great? Yes, it is.
and we were journaling at Woodland Coffee, right, on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring too many pens because it was just a short morning outing. I had a little carrying tote, and because I didn't bring my usual gears, I ended up drawing with my fountain pen, the Pilot Custom 823 with a fine nib. And it was a great experience. I really enjoyed the spread I made. I felt like little Lou, who Kelly didn't even follow until I introduced her to it on
Yeah.
Sunday.
I was very surprised that I had never
Judging you.
that I had never.
But she's that amazing Chinese artist based in Japan that does fountain pen ink. Well, basically, she doodles food and adventures in her traveler's notebook while using fountain pens. So it was very,
Yeah.
very cute. And I felt for a little bit that I'm little Lou doing the same thing.
So
Um,
now that I think about it and I'm not looking at it right in front of me right now, but does her art sort of remind you of Clamp, like Cardcaptor Sakura style a little bit?
oh, I think maybe it's the symmetry of that rectangular page that gives you that vibe.
Yeah.
The
I
traveler's notebook and helping you.
yeah, maybe. It's Clamp is one of my favorite artists, so or my favorite manga artists anyway. So, anyway.
I know that.
Yeah, she's super I mean Little Lou is super talented.
And then also this weekend, I used a lot of my stuff, even
Yes.
new ones that just came in the mail. I have these, I have that hobby of buying a lot of Mind Wave sticker sheets, right?
Do you? I don't know
Yeah.
if you talked about that last time.
Each release it comes out, I'm like on cute things from Japan or paper treats or anywhere else that carries them and buying the entire set. So this weekend, while we were hanging out with our friends, I opened every one of the 6 pack and use something from each of them. Ah,
Yes.
unprecedented. So that was my breakthrough. And then this whole week, I've been actually been very, it's been very busy for me this entire January. It's the slowest month I've ever experienced in my life. I think also partly due to my teeth issues. I had to
Yeah.
go through a lot of dental procedures this month. But I had a lot of time to listen to podcasts since I listen to them while I'm on my treadmill when I work out. But recently, even at work, I would just tune into some political podcasts. That's my interest.
Mm.
I like to, and I've been using my plotter Bible size as a note taking thing. I'm really
Mm.
grateful for podcasts with transcripts because
Yeah.
I can just find them and then highlight them with my cursor and then copy them into my
Yeah, there you
plotter
go.
instead of listening to it again. But yeah, I listened to the Pen Addict recent episode. I listened to a few other podcasts, and I've been enjoying using my plotter to capture snippets here and there. And I kind of remember in the past I used to do that for my Hobonichi, but recently my
Mm.
Hobonichi's been filled with other things, a lot of things. But yeah, that's me. How about you?
Nice. Well, I decided to bite the bullet and try the plotter narrow. Just kidding. I just borrowed yours.
The traveling plotter
The
narrow.
traveling plotter narrow. I brought it down here with me.
Yep.
I'm not tempted to steal it from you because it has your initials on it.
Or it could just be the AW root beer.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, because somebody would love AW root beer so much that they would get this beautiful
Oh yeah,
paint job.
no, of course.
Yeah, April was jealous of this little monkey thing that I cut out. That was a terrible explanation.
I know. Can you kind of just go from the beginning?
So, when we hung out with our friends for journaling time, I have this thing where I become obsessed with a
Yes.
certain. Uh, she's like, yeah, you do. So I'm like, plotter narrow. I like really want to try this size. So I brought a bunch of my Bible size paper, and I asked Lydia if she had like a paper cutter.
Hmm.
And I specifically was made this motion of like, do you have one of these or one of these? like like
The
a
slicing
guillotine.
one or
Yeah,
the
this
guillotine.
yeah. And April was like, "What are you saying?" And Lydia was like, "I got you." So I had a lot of fun cutting down my little paper. It seems so silly, but it made me happy. Um, and April gave me this memo sheet that was from I think, from
Yes,
Paper Treat.
from Paper Treats.
And it's this cute little Japanese monkey hot spring scene.
Mm.
And I was like, oh my god, I want to cut it down and put it in the plotter. And then when I actually did it, April was like, oh, I'm jealous that I just like put mine in my Hobonichi.
I know. I made a cute little onsen spread around it though.
Yeah, it was really good. She had the yuzu sticker. And you gave me a yuzu sticker?
Only
I don't know where to
slight
put
regrets. I should
it.
have made it into a dashboard in my plotter. That's what it's called.
I also cut one of the origami sheets you gave me from Daiso.
Because we
with
hit
the
up
kitties.
Daiso.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. There's a lot of damage was done for me. Anyway, I'm having fun playing in it. I'm just kind of doing a little list situation in there right now.
Nice.
But I ordered some things from Amazon Japan, and April was like, "That was dumb. I bought more stuff in Japan. You should have just asked me." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yes. Yes.
But anyway, I'm still debating which kind of leather I want. I was all about like the orange shrink, and then April's like, "But the shrink is all floppy." I'm like, Anyway.
Hey, don't quote me on that. Some people like it floppy.
She allegedly said that to me.
I have a preference of other ones, but the shrink is also very nice.
It's possible that I could love it because I'm into that color right now, mainly because of April. She just influences my life.
And the pebbled texture is really classy.
I know, I like the pebbled texture.
I personally think if you go shrink, you should go black.
No, that's so boring.
Ah,
I can't
it's classic.
Do that. That's the type of thing Mike would get.
the black with the gold backplate. Oh,
I know. I mean, yeah, it's nice, but the Licio has the rose gold, and I really like that too.
True.
It's anyway, if anybody has opinions on that, they should hit me up. I want to know what to get. And also I'm still loving my cousin hone and the slow planner, which I'm pretty sure I did talk about the slow planner, didn't I?
You should talk about it again, because I wasn't sure.
So it's this really cute. It's actually like it's like an A6 slim. It's a weird size.
It's a weird size.
But it's got this like I was immediately drawn to this when we were in Japan and getting overwhelmed with looking at all these planners because that's what it's like there. And this one stuck out to me because it's got this very simple drawing of a cat that looks like someone just kind of threw it together.
It reminds me of that polar bear drawing from the Hobonichi lineup.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It's the same vibe.
Same vibe, but and they like very simple calligraphic brushstrokes that put the cat together. The cat has a very royal look on it, or a very royal stance. The kind.
Yeah, the stance for sure.
They kind of sit up straight.
Yeah, this planner was available in like a couple different animals, but of course I picked out the cat one.
Of course.
So the inside is just like a monthly calendar. That's an empty one there. No big deal there. We've seen this before. And then the whole rest of it is just lined paper, which also wouldn't be me usually, but like every page has like a different little animal at the top.
Oh, it's that kind of planner with the variations of the design.
Yeah, and their little owl.
Yeah, that's cute.
The little sloth. So I've actually been using it to track. I do like a monthly tracker situation, and then I write about when I go on a walk. Especially since I had a gym tracker, and then I got COVID for basically a week, and then we had the ice storm for like over a week. You guys
were all frozen indoors, yes.
So I was like, I feel bad about not being able to put more exercise days, because I'm like, I did go on walks and it was really hard and I fell on my butt a bunch of times.
Hey, gotta be careful. Don't go out when it's icy. It's really
I know. Yeah, we learned that the hard way. But I've really been enjoying this a lot, and I like not feeling precious about something because it wasn't very expensive. But I feel like we shouldn't be precious with any of our things, but that's just what we do,
Yeah, exactly. Even with the plotter, I throw it around in my bag.
It should be thrown around. Oh, Mike said he really liked the patina on this. He said it was really nice.
That one is done specially in Japan by the shoe craftsman, where he ran it underneath the buffer thing, the buffing brush bristol. So this one aged basically 5 years in a matter of 5 minutes.
Oh, that's why I was like, April just uses that a lot. No, it's all a lie.
It's man-made patina.
But you do use this a lot.
I do use it a lot, but not to the point where it gets that dark. So definitely, don't be fooled. Cool.
So this is my other guy that I've been really consistent in, and I wanted to share this again.
Cousin Han, by the way, for those who can't see.
Yeah, sorry. April's my narrator. I'm just like, this is so satisfying. I can't even the little tracker section in the Hobonichi Cousin Hone with that I've been doing the Wordle tracking.
It's the yearly overview part, right? Where it's big columns of January, February, March, all the way to June across 2 pages. And
it's kind of like future log-ish.
The dates,
I feel like. Yeah.
I use it as an index, remember? You actually helped gave me the idea to use it as an index, so that's what I've been doing. But she's been using every little row to track her Wordle word.
And it's so satisfying. And then I put the words that I didn't know were words that I learned at the bottom.
It's like people learning a different language, but you're learning English.
Exactly. There's always something.
Nice.
So I got excited because Wordle has like the green, the yellow, and the dark gray. in the game. So the first in January I used a green color. So in February I'm gonna use yellow, and I just inked up this Coney Pro Gear Slim Sailor with the
Cute.
little bunny. I inked it up with Buttered Popcorn by Ferris Wheel Press, which we will talk about them later in this podcast. But Buttered Popcorn is a fire ink. So anyway,
Nice.
is that all I had to say?
I think so.
I think so. I think that's about it.
Nice.
I'm done yapping.
So the next thing, since it's the New Year's, I figure for the past few episodes, in the past we've always had structure. Kind of, this is the next section, this is the next section, and I always just like to change it up. So this on regular episodes is gonna be new things on our radar. We just want to talk about something new. I don't want to give up this part because I think it's fun to look at new innovation, cool things in the market, whether or not I'm buying it or not. I remember it used to be something in our shopping cart, but this time I'm just keeping it really general. New things on our radar, things that we saw, cool things that popped up, because who doesn't like to talk about new things?
We're just sharing information here.
I know.
You don't have to buy anything. We're not getting paid for trying to sell you stuff.
Unless you sponsor us.
Unless you sponsor us.
You can reach out to the Stationery Cafe at gmail.com.
Hey, Wearingeul, where are you at?
But however, I am also very
Wearingeul,
picky.
sorry.
I just want to say to anyone who wants to reach out to us as a podcast, we can't be bought. I will only talk about things I really like, and I'm very picky. And also, I will undiscriminately promote the companies I work for, which is Travelers and Pottery.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
of course. Yeah, I mean, I would sell out for Wearingeul. I feel like I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay, Kelly will. So send it to her inbox. I'm related to this podcast, but anyway, new things on our radar will be the first section. In the second section, I want to talk about recent favorite stationery items, which I think is kind of close to the currently using, but also a little different. I think things that we have stashes, Kelly and I. So things that we kind of repicked up, not just stuff that we're recently using. So, and then the last one is kind of like trends and happenings, things that we like to talk about in general. And then finally, things we're excited and looking forward to. And of course, this may change because who knows? If we do any fun events, we go to somewhere together. I have some new ideas. Kelly has some new ideas. You will just hear different things every episode.
Yeah. So it makes it exciting.
So new things on our radar. I want to talk about this because I saw this on Buntobi, which is my favorite place to get news. And isn't it amazing? I feel like we kind of touched on this kind of product last episode where I mistakenly called Dominant Industries ink archive book from Wearingeul. It's not from Wearingeul. It's Dominant Industry.
I did like your little edit though.
I was so embarrassed, but I managed to fix it. But anyway, we were talking about a book that is fountain pen friendly and you can color it in with fountain pen ink. And in Japan, of course, they caught on. In fact, today, when I was scrolling through my feed, I found Bachori, the guy that does amazing handwriting and lettering. He actually also came out with a book like this, which is essentially a ink coloring in book or a tracing book. So they print the design or whatever's underneath in a very faintly on fountain pen friendly paper, and then allows you to either trace it with a glass pen or trace it with a brush pen, and then you can even use some watercolors to blend them to really maximize that blending effect when when inks touches watercolor, it diffuses, right? And
I love that part.
Create little washes. So this is by, I think the company is called Graphic Shah. So it's just like a general publishing company in Japan that makes a lot of coloring books. The Secret Garden, Not Surprising, all those usual stuff. Also publishes a lot of books. But this one specifically is what is it called? Mount Montajiku Man
Or are you
Irasuto.
looking at the
Oh,
first?
Fantastical illustration is the name of the book. Fan,
Yeah, Fantajiku.
Fantajiku Irasuto, right?
Yeah,
Fantastical illustrations, and there's some underwater scene. There's some signage. There's a girl with a black cat and a witch's hat. I thought that hit
yeah.
you.
I'm surprised that I didn't actually notice the kitty until about 5 seconds ago, and I almost screamed
And
because it's so
it's
cute.
so cute. And, this is right on the trend of people in Japan already being so into glass dip pens and
Yep.
collecting all kinds of ink colors. And where do you do them if you don't make art yourself? Obviously, if you can, that's great. But there are others who just enjoy coloring and using and tracing. So this is the
Or
perfect
there's
book.
those of us that like to do both.
Yes, exactly.
I
So
love coloring.
I really, really like this book, and I almost wanted to buy it, but it was a little bit expensive with the shipping. So I figured,
Yeah.
oh wow, it's okay. I don't need it, but it's nice to just look at it and maybe do something like that with my other coloring books. Um, I do have the ones from Bunpodo. No, what is that company that makes letterpress cards?
Oh
That
wait, a
is
letterpress?
No, the one that always have whimsical illustrations on it. Oh man, that name. Q something.
Oh, Qpodo,
Qpodo? Yeah,
right?
Qpodo. Not Qseido. Sorry, just
Yeah,
sorry, CY.
Qpodo, I think.
Qpodo,
Yeah.
yes. So they actually came out with similar products, which is more of tracing. So they have the magical stationery town. Have you seen that book?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
basically it's poems and phrases that you trace with glass pens
Oh right.
over
I think we
J-
talked about that on the
Japanese
podcast
writing. So
when that came out,
I like
like
this
forever
one that
ago.
we just mentioned, though, the fountain pen ink coloring book, because it's more universal. You're not limited to tracing Japanese phrases. You
Yeah.
can just color. And I think with what dominant industry is coming out with, that's going to be very exciting. I think dominant industry is creative because it combines also an element of archiving. Like you get to
Mm-hmm.
write down what five ink colors, whereas this one is more of a general coloring book. You get to just fill it with whatever colors you want. I
I
hope
say let's get them both.
I hope stationery stores in the US will start carrying them. Hint hint, Yoseka.
That would be neat. Kinokuniya. Hey there.
Oh, Kinokuniya. Yeah, exactly. Things like that. Speaking of Kinokuniya, what's your new thing? I mean, I forcefully added to your list.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Wait, is it my turn already?
Yes.
Oh, I guess so. I did put two things on there. I added another one. Um, so I'm sure all of our girlies have seen the Nbcseisaku non-bull, platinum fountain pen, the 3776. April, don't you have both of the first ones?
Hmm. Hey, what an accusation. I
I'm just making sure
I
you have.
only have the apricot tea, okay? I didn't go ahead and buy. I didn't buy the
You
chamomile.
didn't.
I
You
didn't.
didn't buy the
No.
chamomile. You
No,
you look like you did.
I
That's a
know.
face of
That's what
guilt.
everyone thought. And everyone thought I was going to get this one, but I told people I'm not. I'm not into this
To
color scheme.
to be honest, the color scheme for this pen doesn't remind me of you, but it does remind me of me, and I'm upset about it. Um,
So,
so both of these past releases, both the peach tea and the chamomile tea, I liked it, but I wasn't like totally hooked.
they're platinum 3776s in
Yes, but they're
beautiful,
special
cutesy,
editions.
pastel colorful colors, aside from their regular versions.
Yeah, because the red, the green, the blue, they're kind of like boring. They're fine, they have their place, but they're not in my pen collection. That's not where their place is. Um, but this one's called the chai tea, and it's so cute. And the body kind of looks like that milky, slightly reddish, brownish color that a chai tea latte looks like.
All right. I know I
Um,
proclaimed that I like orange in the last episode. I do not like
well,
crimsicle orange.
yeah, I wouldn't call this creamsicle. I would call it milky chai tea. That's what
Ugh,
it's supposed to be.
it's like
You're
beige.
oh my
I
gosh.
really don't like beige.
She's such a hater. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on from her.
That's why I put
So
it. I forcefully made Kelly talk about it because it's not something that I want to talk about. Just kidding.
so so the cap is it's like a lavender purple.
Oh yeah, that is pretty.
It's really pretty. And then the section is that kind of translucent white. I'm not super a fan of that, but
Milk.
yeah, oh there you okay, now I'm a fan. So then the nib has this little kind of star. Is that clove or no? That is that what cloves look like? Anise. That's what it is. Don't at me. I'm sorry. I didn't know what a clove
Well,
was. I know
chai.
what it
It's
is.
called chai tea, so you would assume it's the material. So yeah.
Yeah. But it's pretty. I'm considering it, but there's another pen that I'm also thinking about that we can talk about at some other point on this podcast. But
Yeah, keep thinking about it. I think this one. So the
yeah.
last one, my apricot peach tea,
Hmm.
the first one of this series, also by NBC Nambo.
Hmm.
Nbcseisaku is pink,
It's so pretty.
coral orange with a yellow tip. I bought it at Kinokuniya in Taiwan
Yeah, I remember because
after
you
it
got a
was
killer deal.
sold out in Japan. And the last one was the chamomile tea. It
Hmm.
was kind of green, kind of pale white, kind of yellow too, I believe. And that one was available at some Kinokuniyas in the US.
Hmm. Yep.
So fingers crossed, this one, chai tea, for those who want it, will also come to Kinokuniya in the US this time. Especially since they saw the demand from last time. Shouldn't they know
Hmm.
better? Right?
Yeah. Also, I just noticed when you brought up your pen, because I haven't seen that one in a while, the apricot. Wait,
Mhm.
is it apricot or peach? Or both?
Apricot peach tea. That's
Okay.
the name.
So looking at that and then thinking about the chamomile and then looking at the chai tea, they all kind of remind me of like a whimsical tea party.
Aw.
It's like what the Sailor Fika line should be. Okay, mic drop. I'm out of here. I'm done throwing shade at Sailor. I still love your
Hey,
pens.
I mean the what is that? The Moroccan tea is not bad, but the
I do like that one. I do. It just didn't quite grab me the way I wanted it to. I say that a lot, don't I? Why do I say that so much?
you say that a lot.
Uh,
Okay, moving on to your other thing
moving
that
on.
you really like.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, right. So I just saw this. It was posted like a couple hours ago on Wearingeul's feed, and they seem to be this. What are these? How many milliliters? 5 milliliter bottles. Those are so tiny. Um, it's like it looks like a set, and I think it says it's called the oldest stories.
Isn't Vayu
And
released, the green one specifically released last year in another series? Is this a repackaging of what had already came out?
it could be.
But just in
Um,
the smaller 5 milliliter bottles then.
yeah,
I
I
remember
was just
Vayu
excited.
and maybe Anubis, but the other ones, maybe they were released
Yeah,
before.
Anubis looks sick. It's so these must be like gods, right? Isn't Anubis a god?
It
And I
says the
know
oldest stories. So
and
probably
Tsukuyomi, that sounds
probably
Japanese.
more like myths than gods.
Mm.
Different
Mm-hmm.
stories. Myths and stuff. Like Anubis is like Egyptian
Mm-hmm.
story. Anyway, these are
Yeah, I
cool.
don't know.
They're cute little bottles. They remind me what other things are 5 milliliter diamine inks.
Yep.
I wonder
Well,
about
they
the
used to be.
openings of these.
Oh, they're
Hopefully,
probably terribly difficult to fill
I
from.
was about to say, hopefully they fit a nib to fill it in. But hey, I like the small volume option for
Yeah.
fans. Just like what is the other brand that did that? Tasha releases the
Oh,
Hokusai series in Asia or maybe even here, because the one of the
yeah.
Hong Kong stores has the Hokusai series.
Yeah,
Um,
they
it
release it here too.
in smaller bottle sizes instead of the bigger, I don't know, 30 milliliter. I don't remember. Um, Ooh. Then I want to
Ooh.
talk about the other new ink since you talk about two. How
Oh,
can I
okay,
forgot
wait,
this?
which one?
The
Oh,
wet pen. Ah!
yes!
So Kelly and I are both fans of Matthew on the web pens, at least specifically me. I watch a lot of his
I'm not. I'm
videos.
kidding.
I watch a lot of his videos because he's also a fountain pen enthusiast and he makes this gorgeous YouTube channel about his inks and he always makes cool swatches. I love his ink vent videos. That's actually the ones I watch every day over like this December. Brush my teeth listening to him unbox his ink vent. Anyway,
Nice.
he is based in the Pacific Northwest and he recently came out with his own ink. Like, how do you even make your own ink? That was your
Yeah,
question,
that's
right?
I would really like to know that, but
And
he
then
seems like a super cool dude that makes cool products. So,
he came out with 3 inks inspired by the Pacific Northwest: Rainier Blue, Elia Bay, and Deception Pass. And 3, just that initially, we love good stationery products with a good story and a good
mhm.
supporting assets. And he made this stunning YouTube video that even if you don't like blue or green or his inks or not even into stationery, you can watch this video and be mesmerized by the footage that he took of the
Yeah.
sound of fight plays, of deception pass, just this super high production
Yeah, for
video
real.
that a lot of other companies don't do for their inks. So
Mhm.
I have to support him, and it's funny because me and a few other friends all bought it, and we only later realized together in that room that they are all 50 milliliters each.
Yeah, and I was in that moment April was like, "Oh, I don't even own any 50 ml bottles." And we were all like, "What do you mean? How do you not own any 50 ml bottles?" And he's like, "They're all 30 mils." I'm like, "Really?"
And
But
then you
50
think
is like
about
this
it,
it's like the
yeah.
standard size.
I don't have a lot of the standard size models.
She escaped that particular
Predicament. But now I'm
yeah.
gonna have 3, and he said he's gonna make more, so that's kind of scary. But unfortunately for listeners, he sold out. I think you can
Yeah,
probably
he is.
still go onto his website, the Wet Pen, and see if he puts up a notification thing. But I read from his update that it's not gonna be for a while, but you can always try. I think it's gorgeous. The colors are chroma shading, especially
Mhm.
Deception Pass. If you use it on
Yeah,
raw
I think
nib,
that's the best one.
it goes from this blue to this murky mossy green, which is the perfect color for me. Even when I do watercolor, there's this color in the Daniel
Mm,
Smith lineup, something mermaid or sea something. Anyway, it reminds me a lot of Ballard, that murky
nice.
green bay color. So I really am looking forward to getting these inks. And I don't know why I decided to buy the Rainier Blue too, and I don't have that many blue inks. So I'm just gonna make
Yeah.
that my blue ink, and I can't wait to try them.
So
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is man, it's a bummer that I'm going to have so much ink. I better share some with Kelly.
Man. I guess I have to.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
I will. Okay. Recent favorite stationery items. Okay, should I go first? Did I?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
everyone needs to hear about this.
Shoo! Did everyone see that I have acquired the ones that you guys all tagged me in and forwarded to me? Send the stories to me. Mention me in comments. But the Posy Bungu Dango pen. I don't know the correct name. I call it the Dango pen.
I mean, it
Actually,
should be. Yeah.
um, it's a Japanese stationery brand or pen company, I guess. Pen stationery store, and they do a lot of exclusives with various pen brands. And a while ago, they have, I think it was like in December, they started sneak peeking the pink one first, actually. The series of 2 pens. Um, Koji Original Found. They don't have a name for it, but it has this soft. It was soft pale white with soft pale pink, and it has
Mm.
a mochi on the finial. And so people
Wait,
start the other one, not the dango one. The other one is the
wait.
hana mochi. Hana
Oh, that's right. Oh, that
hana.
one's really cute too. I didn't realize that. Well, shoot.
You
That's a
didn't
missed
realize
opportunity.
that?
I
No,
don't
so
think I even saw that one. I
yeah, no.
feel.
So that was the first one I saw, and the first one that people start sending to me, like, there's Hana Warabi. It's a cute, delicious pink mochi, sakura mochi.
Yeah.
And then they start sending me the other pen to this set, which is the one that has a pale green, soft mochi, translucent body, white cap, pink tip. And they are all saying, April, you need to have this. It's got a three-color dongle on the finial.
I mean, that's literally your thing. Well, not on the
Not the
finial, on
finial,
the
sorry,
nib.
on the nib, on the nib. Sorry. There's nothing on the finial, actually, surprisingly.
I
But
know it kind of bummed me out that there's
I
nothing
know,
on the
I
finial,
feel
but
like
the nib is perfect
they
though.
missed something. But the nib is perfect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, someone sent me the pink one first, and I thought the second one was the same thing. So I was like, no, I'm not that into the pink and white
Mm.
aesthetics. Until later when it is already in the market, and then I boldly claimed that no, I'm not gonna get that. No, no, that's not my pen. And
Yeah,
although the dangle is
I knew that was
cute,
a law. A
although the
law, a
dangle
lie.
is cute, I wasn't going to spend the effort to hunt it down because it's
Mm.
in Japan. It's a Japan release. I have to go through my friends. I have to ask them to go help me buy it. Stuff like that. Ugh. I hate asking friends to help me buy stationery
Do
because I do it
you?
because I do it a lot. I don't want to keep doing it. Anyway, and then it was this fateful night, Friday night, went out with Elliot for dinner. Um, I think I was feeling slightly stressed that day or whatever. Elliot was chatting away with his friend. We're at this dim restaurant, very little lighting, and I came across Izumi Pen's post, um,
Hmm.
posting about the green pen with the three-color dango. And I'm like, wow, I don't have to hunt it down. why don't
It's
I
just
just
right there.
why don't I just like message him? Because I've been rejected by Yuzumi several times already, friends.
Yeah.
There were several times I reached out to him asking about a pen, and he always says, "Sorry, dude, all sold." Well, he said it more
Yeah.
politely than that.
Yeah.
So I forwarded the post, the way you hit the forward to the stories back to him, and like, hey, do you still have this? I would love to buy it. How much is it? He quoted a very reasonable price, and I like, hey, yeah, no, please check. I would love to do this. I would like, I'm C White's friend. You know him. Thank you, all that stuff. Uh, and then I, it was very quick. You know how I'm very quick when I buy stuff. The
Yeah,
whole
you're
process transpired very rapidly, and I was already on the PayPal checkout page. And then that's when I stopped to check with him, like, hey, do you want me to do PayPal goods and services, or do you want me to do friends and family? And then he took a little bit to get back to me. And then thank goodness he took a little bit to get back to me, because by then we were already walking back to the car. It was very dim.
mm,
And then that's when, like, in the dim light of the car, I realized I forwarded the story to him of the wrong pen. I forwarded it to him the
mm.
pink one, the pink
Yeah.
with the white body. Like, how could I have got confused? I don't know what's going on with my eyes at that point. So he had told me that yes, there is a medium nib of the white and pink one when I wanted the green and white one.
Mm.
So thank goodness I got stuck at that PayPal question. Because I immediately, oh my goodness, Izumi, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, but I actually wanted the other one. Do you have that one? And surprisingly, miraculously, he did.
Yeah. No, that's so good. It was meant to be.
And here it is today, the Dango pen.
And
And
it writes really
it
well.
writes really well. It's an M nib Sailor Pro Gear Slim, right? Slim.
Wait, no, I
No,
don't
no,
think
no.
it's a
Sorry,
slim.
it's a Pro Gear. It's a regular Pro Gear. I'm sorry. It's a regular full size. That's why the price he quoted to me was very reasonable for Pro Gear, because we've all seen where it is ridiculously priced in the US.
Hmm.
And I currently have it inked up with my friends Tono and Lim Hana Warabi, which is the
Hmm.
pink mochi color ink in it. So it's a perfect dongle mochi translucent pen with the perfect, really light, slightly regretting that color ink in it. And I like it. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, it's a really good combo.
That's my saga of how April almost bought the wrong pen.
And how we know she was gonna go for that.
But I'm not going for the chai latte. All right, friends, stop adding me. Nor the other one. What is the other one that people keep tagging us on? The one with the bubble tea? The matcha, the matcha
Oh,
bubble
that
tea.
was a other pen make tailored pen company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that one looks really
so
good too.
it looks good, but I don't like that the bubble is so dark.
The bubble's pretty dark in that one.
The
Yeah.
bubbles were a little bit too realistically menacing. You know what I mean?
I do.
It felt a little
Yeah.
dirty.
But I mean,
Like a very
yeah.
intense brown sugar boba right there. So
Yeah.
I'm a pass on that one.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to gift me recently though, a
Yeah.
Benu caramel macchiato, Drew.
No, I love that pen. It's so good. There's like 3 Benus in the past, I don't know, half
Yeah.
year that I just
I think that's the next one that's remotely food like that I would want to get. Drink like that I would get of a fountain pen. But no fun money recently because of all my teeth things. So
yeah, all of your teeth.
might have to
They
be
all
for
need to
the
be
future.
taken out. I'm just kidding.
Trading one expensive pen for expensive ceramics in my mouth.
Yeah. There you go.
The pricing, though, the pricing difference is significant.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive pen that came to your hands in the recent?
Oh, you mean
that
like
went through?
ever?
Yeah, that went through your hands.
Oh, that went through my hands.
Like
Like not that I own.
like when you were selling at Tatcha that year.
Oh, well, I didn't really touch those. I tried not to. I remember I was at the end with the ink.
Oh,
And
that's true. That's
and
true.
the low end, quote unquote, $100 pens.
But there was a
No.
few with 3 figures, right? 4 figures even.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know, man. There's Tatcha pens are very expensive. But people were buying them. Like they're really good pens. They have sailor nibs, you know. But yeah.
These 2 molars right here could get me a lot of sailors.
Could it get you at least 1 Mont Blanc?
How much would that be though? How much is a good
I
entry
want to
level
say
Mont Blanc?
1,000 minimum.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just feeling a little sad right now.
Yeah.
All right,
As you
moving on to your recent favorite stationery items.
Okay. So I was all excited because I decided to place my first stationery order of the year, and then following that I kind of had some trips to like the Daiso in Federal Way and the Kinokuniya in Seattle, and ended up somehow with a ton of sticker sheets.
Hey.
I don't really know what happened.
You blacked
but
out.
I did black out for sure. I specifically wanted to talk about the reason why I placed a Nbcseisaku order, which I know we've talked about them before. They're based in New York. They're apparently a very tiny, very cute shop. I've only ever been to them online. But I'll show this part first. There's this kind of famous, is it's pronounced Yon Charm?
Yon Charm, yes.
Stamp, which all you stamp girlies will know that name. She had this really cute stamp that's a 2 hands holding a latte, or it's just holding a cup, and like it's from a top-down view.
Yes.
And for the longest time, I've wanted this stamp set because it comes with all these different kinds of like coffee, little tiny stamps you can stamp in the mug. And it just never worked out for me. It was like when I finally got around to buying it, it was sold out or whatever. So then I just happened to go on Nico Neko and I saw that they released 3 new sets with this same body, and the one that I got It comes with 3 little latte art stamps. One is
Yes.
a little tiny kitty. One is a like autumn leaf, and another one is actually a rain cloud.
Oh, perfect.
And it's basically the most Kelly stamp of all time, and so I placed in a whole order around buying these. Because I had to
Specifically,
do
that
it.
stamp set is called the Coffee O'Clock stamp set.
Yeah, it's so good. I recommend buying
I
it. And the
have it
other two,
too, but my latte art was the more typical latte art
yeah,
versions,
which was
the
also
OG
super
one.
cute, and I wanted it forever, but then this just came into my life.
The cat latte art is meant
The
to be
cat.
for you.
And so there's 2 other sets with like 3 different quote
Yeah,
unquote
I
lattes
saw
as well.
some with like snowman,
Yeah, that
bear
one's cute
latte
too. The
art,
bear.
and
I
then
had to go
some
with the
like
cat.
moon waning or whatever.
Yeah, and of course we love that. Um,
That's cute.
but what I also wanted to show this one off. I know you guys probably, everyone listening to this podcast probably has this stamp already, but it's the pottering cat with the kotatsu. All the cats are underneath the kotatsu, and one
I
of them
don't
is
have that
juggling.
one.
You don't?
Mm-hmm.
This is the most April stamp
I know. Now I want it, but no, I
with
have
the
it not.
Mekon.
I have a lot of stamps. April, you have a lot of
That's
stamps.
true. You do have a lot
You
of
need to
stamps.
use them. You don't need
I
to
didn't
buy
even really
more.
get to go through your stash
You did
this
not.
time.
Yeah, we didn't have time.
Yeah, we were too busy doing fun stuff. I don't know. I also bought like a washi tape. I didn't bring that down here.
Okay.
And they gave me a cute postcard too.
Oh yeah, Nico Neko always has cute postcards.
Yeah.
In fact, I wanted to collect their storefront postcards that went through different seasons.
That's what this is. This is the spring.
No. They had one which is their Nico
Mm.
Neko storefront.
This
Like
says Nico Neko on it. Or you mean like
the actual
it's
storefront in New
Oh
York,
yeah.
a,
Oh,
a
okay.
real drawing of that storefront.
Gotcha.
And there's the snow covered version, the fall version, spring version. I
We
think
love seasonal motifs
I
on
love
this
it.
podcast.
I love it so much. So, yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And yeah, this is just kind of a like I won't go through all of these, but there's just a ton
I know
of
this is
Oh, and
not
April gave
this is not a Kelly unboxing podcast.
Hey.
Just kidding. No, I gave you that sticker
I'm just
sheet
excited. Yeah,
from
she
Paper
gave me the
Treats
Shiba,
from
yeah,
Natsuka
Shiba
Murata.
Inuto
Forgot
Oishi
the name.
something. Oh, Oishi Haru, I think is what it says.
It's the Shiba Inus with the desserts.
With
So
the
part of
mochi.
using my stash, I finished both sheets that I have already.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, but
But
anyway, I won't
bought 3
bore
each.
everyone sharing my stash, April.
No, I love
No,
it.
I had a really good trip, bought some really cool stuff, and I love stationery. Did you know that?
We love stationery and we can't lie. What's that song?
Wait, what?
You know that song.
Oh, no. You mean I like big butts?
Hey, I was trying to not say that.
Butt's not a bad word.
All right. Trends and happenings. I really have been admiring a few artists who uses their creative expertise to create imagery that showcase what they stand for. So shout out to Courtney on Design. So Courtney, and then AHN is, I assume, the name, Design. And if you go into her feed, it is so colorful. I love her poppy style. The really saturated color juxtaposition, and it's all they look like colorful posters for various social issues. And even though there's like writing on it and like messages, it still is very, very cute and true to her style, which I am really, really admire about. And there's a lot of issues on there that a lot of us care about these days, and I implore people to not shy away, I think, from using your art to create pieces that, that are not afraid of people's judgment or people commenting, because on social media that's the scariest place to say things.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you can say a stance towards an issue and then an influx of people coming in to bash you or support you, either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think, we're both really creative and artistic people, and we express our thoughts and document them in our journal pages, and we shouldn't stop doing any of that in fear of what people think of us. So
That's
unapologetic,
right.
like we said last episode, you're
Yes.
biting to it too. And
We
then
do love that
another,
word.
yes, it's such a great word. I think it empowers me a lot this year. So
Yeah.
I really want to shout her out. Courtney on design. She's queer, Korean American, amazing artwork. Definitely check her out. Another artist that really spoke to me a little bit lately on this issue, bunnoodledesign.co. Bun, like bunny. At first I thought bun like bow,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
or bread. Anyway, she made a beautiful imagery with the Palestinian watermelon symbol, and in it says, "If I can't express myself and what I believe in, then I'm not an artist. If you
Mm-hmm.
are against my expression and beliefs, then I'm not the artist for you." And I don't know, it really spoke to me. I feel like it spoke to maybe a lot of people who may not feel empowered or feel like they're afraid of flashbacks or whatever. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't think anyone, honestly anyone, should be able to say whatever they want. I'm not gonna judge you for saying your thoughts or your stance. So no one should really be afraid to not share their voices on their own platform,
Yeah. That's
even
yeah.
if it's social media. So I really appreciate artists, coming out with sayings like that helps, empowers, and gives me some strength personally.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
All right, exciting things we're looking forward to. How about those
Yes.
Hobonichi Spring releases that we talked about last episode?
Okay. I'm like really upset about that
I
whole
know, because
thing.
Kelly and I both said we're not going to go wild over it. And we
So
both squealed over the release when it dropped.
the thing is, I was directly attacked actually by Hobonichi.
Yes,
Because
they,
it's
they attacked you.
cats on floating bread. And what are you gonna do? Just tell me I can't have that? Like,
I'm mad that it doesn't come in
oh,
A5 size. That's what
I
I'm
know,
mad
me
about.
too.
Like, please. It's so cute. So they
It's so good.
collaborated with the artists that actually they hinted at, because on the life brochure that's inside the Hobonichi
Oh,
book,
that's her.
it's the
She does
dog.
that art.
The dog is in that art.
Oh,
Anyway, the
yeah.
spring release that just came out features artwork by Keiko Shibata, and it's this really whimsical children book, like I think color pencil or pastel crayon, I think.
Looks like,
Um,
yeah.
and so A6 cover, A5 cover as usual. A6 is the whimsical. What's the name? The name is whimsical. The name is um,
I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I write it down?
the three um, cats riding on pieces of toast, Japanese shokupan
Okay, it's
specifically.
called Bread Floating in the Wind. I must have that. I really must. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And I'm charmed by the A5 size too, with the field of daffodils.
That one's cute too.
Or
That
sorry,
design's cute.
dandelions, not daffodils. I'm thinking about another poem. But yeah, the it's really beautiful with the dreamy vibe of all the dandelions blowing in the air,
Yeah,
gentle breeze in a dandelion field. And then the weeks, thank goodness you already have your weeks, because the
I
name,
know. Isn't it called
fluffy
Fluffy?
floating kittens.
Yeah,
that
that.
that like annihilated Kelly. Like that is the straight attack, and thank goodness she countered it with her. What's your weeks
I
this
mean,
year?
it's literally The one that looks like this, the cat
Yeah,
one.
the cat one. So yeah, they
They're after the cat lovers this year, okay?
they really are. And then even the plain notebook, which I believe is
They're
in the
so
Tomoe River paper, right? The
cute.
old one though, or the
Yeah.
new one?
No, it's the new one.
Oh, it's the new one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sanzen.
a little sad, but it has the cover is these cats peeking from the side of the open door, and a cat like hauling itself up by the windowsill.
So freaking cute.
But
And
I
it's
am
called Who Is It? Because they're peeking around a door. I'm like, attack.
I am very excited for the spring mix piece. I'm going to attempt
Oh
it against
yeah.
this year. I most likely will lose again because for some reason it's so hard to win the spring one.
I feel like your odds are good though, because you've lost so many times. I know that's not how it works. That's how people get addicted to gambling. But I've
and,
lost so many times. I have to win at some point. No,
and
you
then
don't.
I just lose again. But the A5 size one has the lion, the creepy lion. You said
Oh,
you
I
had a
love
whole
the
row of tape
Oh,
of it.
and I didn't bring that over to you. Yeah, it's so good.
So I'm gonna try for the A5 size again. And I know I have friends rallying to join in a ticket with me to hopefully up my chances. But I'm like, no,
Yeah, you
just
said you didn't want us to do
just
that.
let me deal with fate. It's a battle between Hobonichi and I.
What if
So-
I did it without telling you? Would you just reject me? You'd be like, no, I didn't actually win it, so I won't buy it from you. Now you're stuck with it.
no, if you do it without telling me, I will take it from you.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then of course, California Pen Show is coming up next week. In fact, I'll be heading
Yeah,
down
wow.
to
Wait, really?
Los Angeles, and I'm gonna try to not buy any pens at this show.
That's good. I like that energy. Keep that going.
So you believed me. So I'm
No,
convincing now.
I I was trying to put in the good energy, but I'm like, I don't know about this.
And now I jinxed myself. I feel like I guess it's believable because I just spent a lot on my dental procedures. So
Yeah.
it is true. I have no more money left.
And
So
you need money to buy KBBQ, you
and
know?
I need money for the spring release. So
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got to
and I am, to be honest, quite happy with my pen collection, especially after the dongo has arrived. I have
Yeah.
no more care for the world. No, just kidding. Um, I don't see any pens that will potentially catch my attention at this show specifically because I don't think there's that many Japanese vendors coming who usually are the ones that pique my interest, like Nagasawa or anything.
Mm, yeah.
Um, so I think I'll be fine. Like unless Twisby comes out with a matcha green color right before the pen show, then maybe.
Yeah, you know what? Twisby likes to release pens right before pen shows. I
Oh.
just realized that, don't they? Because remember the
Mm.
heat for
Yeah.
San Francisco last year?
All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So if Twisby comes out with a matcha green, like it has to be the right green. It can't be just be any green. Then
Yep.
maybe I will buy a pen. But I, from what's been released in the market, like the boring lammy purple ones, like
Oh, I can't even talk about that
the
one.
boring dragon pens that everyone's doing, I'm like not interested in any of those.
They're not slapping, you know?
Nothing's slapping right now for
Yeah.
April. She has just gotten her Grail pen with the dongle, so she is
It's really good.
a happy camper.
Yeah.
So that's why I can confidently say no pens for me. All bets are off with Plotter, because who knows? If the leather looks really
Yeah.
good in person, I might buy one. But
Is
no
it which
pens.
one? Is it the
The Chrome Excel Natural.
Okay, wait. Why have I not seen that? Have we
It's
talked about that?
it's the customizable one.
No. Never mind. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are really pretty.
Because I have a Chrome Excel in wine color, the burgundy, so I
Yeah.
know how good it is. So if I see them
Yeah.
in person and if it's not sold out, I will potentially snatch a Chrome Excel natural in Bible size for myself.
If only they made narrow ones, I would get one. It's fine.
I'm so excited, and I'm gonna put a corner rounder, corner hardware on it.
Yeah, those are pretty. I like those.
What are
with
you looking
accessories.
forward to?
Oh, so mine was really simple because I'm not jealous at all about not going to the California Pen Show. Um, I'm just excited for everyone because like so many of my friends are going, and I'm sad I'm not going, but like I'm honestly like still burnt out from traveling, to be honest.
I
I'm
know.
glad to be able to stay home and save money. Uh, I was saying it basically feels like spring already because it's almost like 60 degrees today, so I it's basically balmy, you know.
Yeah. Good thing you came up the week after, right? You almost came up the week when it was icy.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would have been really bad,
Right.
especially going up your hill.
Mm-hmm.
um but yeah, and Mike and I started watching True Detective from the beginning. It's a cop drama, and I love cop dramas, by the way, if no one knew that. April's like, yeah, that's so not my scene. I'm just watching my K dramas.
Yes. Yes.
um,
Welcome to Some Daddy.
yeah,
That's the show I'm watching right
okay. I mean,
now.
I'm happy for you, but no, I'm so season one and the new season of True Detective that is coming out currently apparently are related, but seasons 2 and 3 are different stories. So I got all excited to watch it, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Super
Nice.
exciting.
A calm, peaceful start to the year.
We do like that. Yep. And I'm going strong with my gym days. I'm going to do 3 in a row starting tomorrow. Boom.
Nice. Nice. I can't wait to go to California Pen Show and bring back some fun stories for the next episode. So
Yay.
we'll have that to look forward to. And as always, this is April from Penguins Creative.
And Kelly from Kelly Love Letters.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.